Hey guys, welcome back to another Road to Tier 10 video with the Beard Guys. We are back on the French line in the M4 45. Does it have AMX at the beginning? Something like that. I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, AMX M4 45. An uninspiring and unmemorable name for a tank that you don't really hear a lot about, or at least I don't, or maybe I just ignore it when I do. But you may be wondering why we have started 3 minutes into the game. If you've looked at the amount of ribbons I have, you might not be wondering that. It's been a very slow start to this game. This is a replay I saved the other day, but I wanted to skip off the beginning because this is a replay that goes pretty much to the wire, and it has an awesome end. Well, I think it does. I think it's really awesome. You know, let me know if you think... I thought the end of this game, I had absolutely no chance. It felt like the odds were totally stacked against me. It's not like a 1v9 or anything like that, but it gets down to a situation, you'll see later on, where, going by my experience of the tanks involved, I felt like there was absolutely no chance that I would be able to succeed. So, yeah, so I think it's worth watching. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's a little bit of a slow starter. It's not a huge score overall, you know, so it won't be smashing out 10k damage in our mighty M4 45 just yet. But we can enjoy the game as it goes on, and look forward to the end of it, which is tense as balls. But anyway, what we've done, we're on Thiepval. We've sort of come to the middle here. It's a map that I really struggled to get used to this map and what I'm meant to do and where to go, and it's been difficult. Maybe in light tanks I kind of do okay, but yeah, it feels... I don't know. I can't work out where is a good spot for me to go in different tanks versus different tiers. I always seem to be getting, if I push forward, I'm always getting shot in the side and the back. If I sit back, then I don't know if I'm really contributing much. As you can see, I've been sitting in the middle, and I've not really contributed much at all yet, apart from maybe be a distraction for the enemy to shoot at, whilst my team hopefully shoots them back. I was trying to get some side shots on these guys, but they weren't really having it. It's a tier 8 game, you might have noticed. We're not top tier, but I don't think there's too many tier 8s. It's not too disgusting matchmaking. There we go. We finally got a little bit of a side shot on someone. We actually get quite lucky and set him on fire as well, giving us a little bit more of a healthy pile of damage ribbons. So this is the pretty much stock M4 45. I believe this was still with just the free upgrade that you get if you did all the upgrades on the previous tank, on the ARL. So it's pretty much stock. There's a package that I think you need about 33k to get. I haven't got that yet, so it's not very upgraded. Pretty standard. But I haven't been minding it too much, you know. There was a lot of criticism, or a lot of people were kind of saying when I started going down this line that, there we go, nice hit. We're kind of saying that there's a lot of really bad, terrible stock tanks, really bad tanks to get through till you get up to the autoloaders. And to be honest, like the autoloaders are the things that excite me, like the tier 8, the tier 9, the tier 10 are the ones that I've really been looking forward to on this line. So I was a little kind of apprehensive going into it, but they've exceeded my expectations, really. Not that they've been amazing, you know. I thought that the ARL, you know, we talked about that at length, really, but the ARL, I think, very decent tank, amazing guns, really good guns, selection of guns, and very good guns. The BDR, you know, is alright. It did the job. Both of those, the thing that like made me not love them as tanks was just the speed. Like the ARL can be as competitive as any other tier 6 heavy, I think, if not more so. You know, its gun can absolutely ruin anything it sees, easily up to tier 8, really. And you know, the armor can soak a little bit. It had those nice tracks which could eat a lot of shots, but just the speed, you know. Slow tanks kind of irritate me unless they're like absolute beasts, like I don't know, the E75 maybe. I don't know if I'd even class that as a slow tank, you know. It probably moves at a similar pace to the ARL, but it just feels unstoppable most of the time when I drive my E75. But yeah, but then not a bad tank, you know. It was alright. I enjoyed it to an extent. And this one's kind of felt the same, even stock, you know. Stock with the free upgrade. You know, it's got a gun that can sort of pen stuff sometimes. You can always load the skill rounds, and it's reasonably maneuverable. It's not got any armor really. It gets penned very easily, but you know, I'll take a bit of maneuverability, especially for stock tanks. You know, if you don't have maneuverability and you're a stock tank that's kind of a little bit subpar, then you can really struggle. At least if you can maneuver, then you can kind of reposition around the battlefield. You can try and isolate weak targets that you actually have a chance of damaging, or you can try and, you know, hunt down lower tier targets or flank targets that are busy fighting your higher tier teammates, whatever. But if you're slow, you can't really do any of that, and it's kind of a pain. There we go. We've managed to there we go, flank this IS-3. We've still got the skill rounds loaded because we've done sod all this game, and it's 3-on-3. I want to make sure I can help out and hopefully take this guy down, which we do manage to do. We take a hit there though from an ELC, and there we are in a 3v2 situation, and that is not the last we're going to see of that ELC. Oh no, he will be back. And here's our main concern at the moment. There we go, took another hit from him there. Fire a snapshot at him and switch back to the normal rounds. There he is, Mr. Oranta 0419 in the ELC on full health and a T150. But we're 3 versus 2. I have a quick look at my teammates just to see how difficult this 3 versus 2 is going to be. I saw that guy on my left, he is on pretty low health. The guy on my right, Tiger 1, also not on a great amount of health. And there we go, the guy on the left is taken down. And I realise this isn't going to be actually too easy a situation. I think about that. Okay, no, this is... we'll do a pot shot and then get out of there. That's not going to work. It's far too steep. We need to get on a normal hill like this guy. Well, not like this guy because he's just out in the open and now dead. But kind of a little bit in between like that guy and how I was noobing up that hill a minute ago. So we'll find this nice little ridge. Hopefully get some shots on the T150 without exposing ourselves to the ELC, because we are now in a 1 versus 2, and we want to get rid of this guy really. He's I mean, either of them would be great, but I want to get rid of this guy because my feeling at the moment is like, right, that ELC is either he's going to be sitting back there unspotted trying to snipe me out while I do this, or he's maybe going to be going on some mad flanking maneuver ready to pop up and kill me, which would probably take 2 shots at the moment. I don't think he could one-bomb me with the health that I've got. There we go. The T150 gets a bit silly. I guess he's trying to bait shots, but unfortunately he just baits one right to the face and gets killed. We try a blind shot on the ELC, which must have been pretty close, but unfortunately don't get him. And we put back the normal rounds because we do not need the old swindles for a little ELC. But now this is the situation I was talking about. We are in a 1v1. We have 5 minutes left on the clock, and we do not have a lot of health. We can take a shot. We can take 2 shots from him. Well, the second will kill us. We can take 1 before we're on a 1 shot. But the issue here is he can outspot me so easily. He can outspot me. He's got much better camo. He can outmaneuver me. And there we go. There's a big hit to the side. Outspots me. Couldn't do anything about it, apart from desperately trying to get in cover. And now we are on 89 health against a full health ELC. Now at this stage, I mean, if it was me in his situation, I would see it as, yeah, you know, an utter failure on my part if I didn't go on to win this being the ELC, because he doesn't even need to, he can be tactical, he can outspot me, he's got better camo, he's got better view range, probably, but the camo certainly makes the effective view range much better. Thankfully that time we get spotted, we managed to back up enough and get out of his line of sight so he doesn't hit us. But yeah, I mean, he's got all those tactical advantages. You know, he can take up spots, spot me out, snipe me without even getting spotted. But he doesn't even need to do that, you know. He's got full health. I can't one-shot him. All he needs to do is he could drive straight up in front of me, eat a shot from me, you know, laugh and aim in for 3 seconds, sitting perfectly still, and then shoot me and kill me. He could do that. He'd win. You know, he could drive up and try and spin round behind me and outmaneuver me and shoot me in the back and kill me, and even if he ate a shot in the process, you know, he could still do that and reload and win. So, you know, the cards, he's got all the cards at the moment. So what we do, right, we push up here. I think, okay, we'll get here because there's going to be limited long lines of sight. If I can get behind this hill, just back kind of where I've come from, but if I can get around this hill, then that's blocked off. I also thought, well, okay, I'll get on the cap. I'll lure him out. He's going to have to come and get me if I go on the cap. But Thiepval Ridge has a long cap timer. We got 3:15 to cap and 3:07 on the clock. So that's not going to be an option. We cannot cap the flag to win this game. There is not enough time. And now we start to try and think, okay, well, where's he going from? This way maybe? Okay, spotted. We got to back up. We got to back up before he hits me. There we go. We're in cover. So, okay, so we know last spotted over there somewhere. You know, that's probably where I would have been. Get a nice long range area view on the kind of area. Spot out the big old French tank with a nice flat juicy sides. And just wait for him to get shot. 3 kills to the ELC as well. He's not been shirking. So my thinking at the moment, okay, he's over there on that ridge. He's maybe waiting for me to poke my nose a bit more. If he gets desperate, he might push up there and try and YOLO over. What we're going to do is we're going to try and sort of flank him. We're going to push over here. I can use my detection range on the map to sort of see, hopefully, where he might be able to spot me from, distance-wise. We're going to try and close the ground on him. We don't want to just drive across the field because he'll spot me out. So we're taking this low ground. We're blocking that line of sight to the hill that we think he was probably at. You know, last time he was seen. And we're hopefully somehow going to pop up at a range where we'll be able to spot him at least. I mean, at least if I can spot him when he spots me, we can both have a good go at it. You know, he's got a long aim time. That's the only thing I've got going is he has a long aim time. So he needs to spot me before I spot him for him to get a clean shot away. So here we go. At the moment, hoping that maybe he'll pop up there, you know, looking to the side. But there we go. Spotted. Both spotted at the same time. That works out well. And here we go. Nice shot coming up. Bang. Look at that. 237. Put him under half health with a really nice shot. If I do say so myself, I was really pleased with that, you know. Sometimes you've got to be pleased. But we got a minute 10 o'clock. Not long left to go. We're going to push up. I think about going that way. I decide to go the other way. I think about going that way again. And then we play the quadruple bluff. We go for this way. I thought, okay, mate, if he's either running or he's waiting for me to come around that corner. So we're going to go over here, and hopefully we'll either get behind him or we'll find a fleeing ELC. And we find an ELC trying to hide at the back to get a spot on us. There he is. And we get another nice shot and take him down. It looked like he had at least 2 marks there. We don't know if that was 3 marks or not. But it was certainly a pretty respectable amount of marks. I can even have a quick look, and we can see he indeed had 3 marks on his ELC. So nice to be able to take out a 3 marks ELC driver on full health. Bars of 1 shot. I don't know if I mentioned that. But there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed that. When I got that final shot, I shouted with joy. My girlfriend looked at me like I was weird, but it was definitely worth it. I can't remember the last time I had a game that I finished and was like, yes, like I was at the football, you know, seeing your team score. So it's been a while since that's happened, you know. Maybe when I nailed a pools medal or something, I've probably done that, but it's been a while since I've done that. I enjoyed that a lot, you know. I hope you did. I hope it wasn't just me. Anyway, there you go. So, you know, the M4 45, AMX M4 MLE 45, full name, French tier 7 heavy tank. You know, it's okay. It can get by. It can take out 3 marked ELCs. It can do its bit for its team. You know, it can win a tier 8 game on Thiepval Ridge. So there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a like if you did. We appreciate that. And I'll see you next time.